You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney Theme Parks podcast, and this is show number 412 for Sunday, the 29th of May, 2022.
Where dreams begin.
Hello and welcome to this week's Disney Dream Girls. My name is Michelle Young, and together with my jolly good chum Jane Phipps, we are your guides to the place where dreams begin. Hello there, Jane.
Hello there, Michelle, and how are we doing?
We are doing well. As
Good.
of release today, we will be going to another night of fabulous cabaret.
I know, 2 weeks on the trot. Not only do we get wonderful entertainment from the burlesque and cabaret community, but we also get to spend time together in person.
Yay!
Yay!
I am so looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to today's discussion because we have got a plethora of Disney topics and a killer feature towards the end of the show. But as usual, although it's been slightly lacking in the last couple of weeks, we have some Disney history. So over to you, Jane.
Okay, well, I've actually got quite a few bits. I was kind of surprised myself when I was going through. And I think we might have talked about my first one before because 29th of May, 1903 was the birthday of actor and entertainer Bob Hope. So we know he was born in England, but we also know that he had loads of connections to Disney. And he even presented Walt Disney himself with a Oscar for the short Ferdinand the Bull. But he's also then helped out with different bits and pieces. He took part in the 1971 grand opening of Walt Disney World. He was there at the Tencennial in 1981. He was later a guest on NBC Salutes the 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World in 1999. He was at the very first Disneyland Christmas lighting ceremony. He's kind of been around quite a bit. I think we all kind of should know that Moana Bob's, a small kiosky thing that was in Walt Disney World's Adventureland, was a tribute to him as well. And I have to say, there's a couple of lovely quotes that I am going to say, and I probably have said them before, but I don't care. I'm going to say them anyway. This is from 1971, obviously when he was there with the opening celebrations. This is the biggest vacation entertainment complex in the world. Probably still is as well. And to think it all started with a gentle mouse, a bad-tempered duck, and 7 mixed-up dwarfs. Thought you'd like that bit. It's a fantastic achievement. They took a swamp and turned it into a magic kingdom. It wasn't easy. Have you ever tried to relocate 8,000 angry alligators? Just love that. And then the other one from him is Walt Disney loved America because his dreams came true. The entire world owes Walt a great debt. He achieved much, but perhaps his greatest accomplishment is that he made children of us all. I think we go off, don't we, about people saying, oh, Disney World's just for children. We go, no, it isn't. But I think it is that element of it puts us in touch with those little inner children that we've kind of forgotten as we grow up and take on mortgages and responsibilities.
It's like a regression.
Yes, but a good regression. I'm then going to move forward a day onto the 30th of May, 1932. Another Disney legend, Dick Nunis, was born in Cedartown, Georgia. He first came through the Disneyland side of things, but it was because he had a classmate who was Ron Miller, which just happened to be Walt's son-in-law. On a bit of a wing and a prayer, he decided to apply for a summer job at that old new theme park that was just opening, you know, that Disneyland something or other. He actually basically worked his way up till he became executive vice president of Walt Disney World and Disneyland. So from very small beginnings, from being an attraction supervisor, he was a big part of the project to get Walt Disney World up and running. Just goes to show, doesn't it, if you work hard and you put your nose to the grindstone, what you can actually achieve in life.
True, it does indeed.
Have to kind of mark the occasion for this next one because it involves one of my favourite attractions, which is It's a Small World.
Aww.
So on the 30th of May in 1966, it was Memorial Day, and Disneyland had a grand opening celebration for It's a Small World. But it was actually inaugurated on May the 28th, so it's like this whole thing over the weekend. So 28th, it was kind of officially opened, but then on the 30th they had this big sort of grand opening celebration. I had to mention that. Everybody knows that I love It's a Small World. So
you do indeed.
And then, because it's me, and you go from It's a Small World, we're going to jump forward to 2019 Because what actually got dedicated in 2019? Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
It did indeed. Wow. Is that 3 years?
3 years. And of course, at the moment, as we are recording this weekend, it is Star Wars Celebration as well.
Perfect timing.
There you go. History kind of comes along and repeats itself.
A bit like that jalapeno pepper you had at 11 o'clock at night.
Exactly. And there you go, some random bits of Disney history all tying into what's happening now.
Fab. Well, I have some Disney news, Jane.
Yes.
Disney Premier Visa card.
Yeah, I don't have one.
No, neither do I. And there's a reason.
Because we're in the UK.
Yeah, they don't allow us to have one.
No.
But if you are an American and you have this particular card, there's all sorts of wonderful creative offerings that Disney are going to give to you, such as new card members get ka-ching. You can save on Disney vacations and you can get 10% off at select merchandise locations and dining at most Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort restaurants.
So why can't we have one then?
Because we can't get this stupid card.
Because that's not fair.
I know. Hey ho, sometimes we gain, i.e. being able to buy Genie Plus still for a few more days in advance, and sometimes we lose.
Yeah.
And let's not get into credit cards because it just builds us into debt and makes us buy
True.
more and more holidays.
True.
And I want to talk cheesy.
Cheesy?
Cheesy.
As in cheesy, as in a bit cute, or cheese as in the actual fromage?
Fromage.
Oh, like a bit of fromage.
We love a bit of cheese. So Emile's Fromage Montage is available at the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival from the 14th of July all the way through for a staggering, unbelievable number of days to the 19th of November.
Wowzers, that's a long while.
It is massive. Now, not all of the booths will be open all of that time. Some of them are having a bit of a delayed August open. But you can take a little walk on the tasty side and delight yourself in an array of wonderful, tasty cheese-based dishes.
I'd be up for that.
So you've got to get a festival passport as a guide to find Emile's Fromage Montage and then select from the global marketplaces where you would like to purchase 5 of the featured dishes. Each dish, you get a stamp. And when you've got 5 stamps and you bring it back to the festival passport place and they will give you a unique prize.
Okay, do we know what the unique prize would be? I don't suppose it'd be unique if we knew.
Not as yet, but we know some of the foods that you can munch through. And there's a lot of cheese.
Well, I would have thought so, yes.
And some sound nicer than others.
Okay.
Some have a bit of a tenuous link to the cheese, but yeah, there's things like griddle cheese with pistachios and honey, mac and cheese, a passion fruit cheesecake, Canadian cheddar and bacon soup times 5 to go, please.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that was really, really nice. And while I'm tying that in, they've announced some of the concerts that are going to take place as part of the Eat to the Beat series, which happens alongside, obviously, Food and Wine.
Right, of course.
Now, there's a lot of bands named TBD, and I'm not really familiar with the work of TBD, but I'm hoping things will reveal itself nearer to the date.
Sounds like they might have a few dates to play there, by what you've just said.
Yeah. There's a few people available that I possibly would like to go and see.
Okay, go on.
So while I'm there, I can see somebody called Christopher Cross, and I don't know who he is, so no disrespect to you, young man, but he's available while I'm there. There's the Journey former lead vocalist Steve Aguirre.
Okay.
He's there. And Air Supply.
Oh, yeah.
So at least there's, things that I've heard of. I'm a little bit upset that Tiffany is not playing while I'm there because she's kicking herself off in July. I would have loved to have seen Tiffany because I think you're alone now.
No.
There's one for you, Jane, though. 2nd and 3rd of October. Sheila E.
Sheila E. Yeah. I must admit, I saw that and I did say, Sam, well, there's a good excuse to go to Epcot. So,
absolutely. Just fly on out. And where else can you see her at the moment?
Well, yeah, quite. Yeah. I mean, I have been fortunate to see her live before. So, but any chance I could get, I would be there.
Yeah. Anyway, I have some tragic, sad news.
Oh?
There is a massive shortage of a particular food item in Walt Disney World that is paining me.
Oh no, what?
Peanut butter.
What?
I know. Smuckers have recalled quite a lot of their peanut butter, and over the last couple of days, so have Jif.
Why?
Salmonella. Now, I don't know what's going on in the world, but it's affected my favourite chocolate. Apart from See's Candy, which is my favourite, but it's affected Ferrero Rocher, and it's affected Kinder Eggs and all sorts of weird and wonderful foods with this salmonella problem that seems to be happening quite a lot at the moment.
What is the world playing at?
I don't know. So, the Magic Kingdom has pulled peanut butter from the menu at the Plaza Ice Cream Parlour at the moment. You can actually still, as of recording today, pick yourself up a peanut butter based treat at the Main Street Confectioners. However, places like Gideon's have had to pull anything of peanut butter because they've said in a tweet, "We're really sorry guys, we just can't get any peanut butter."
Wowzers, that sounds like the manufacturers have probably had to dispose of quite a lot then.
I have images of a peanut butter lake somewhere on the outskirts of Florida somewhere where it's sort of filled in a sinkhole or two.
Yeah, that's very interesting and a bit slightly concerning.
Just a bit. Anyway, on to the main dish. We read a really interesting article the other day and it got us thinking. Travel and Leisure magazine on the internet posted 58 Disney World rides and attractions ranked from worst to best.
Uh-huh.
And it was really interesting how they did this and what they've put in the order of what they've decided on, because some of them it's like, okay, yeah, I can see, yeah, that one's pretty low down my list too. But what they've got at the top is like, what?
Oh, okay. This is going to be interesting then.
It is. So I'm going to quickly go through some and feel free to interrupt and sort of pause and interlude.
Don't worry, I will.
Swiss Family Treehouse, 58.
Yeah.
Country Bear Jamboree, 57.
No.
You see, you love it.
I do.
I dislike it. I would have put that 58, in fact, 558th.
No.
I would have literally gone to have my legs waxed before watching that again.
It's quirky, it's cute, it's iconic.
It's singing bears.
But it's air conditioned and it's a chance to sit down as well.
Yeah, well, I could go to the next one at number 56 and enjoy that a darn sight better, and that's the Hall of Presidents. And I can still admire the wondrous animatronics there, and they're not singing about songs that I think are a bit weird.
Well, true.
It's edutainment, is Hall of Presidents.
It is a little bit. And I quite enjoy the Hall of Presidents.
Yeah. Well, number 55 is going to have us picketing outside this company's office.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Journey into Imagination.
Well, now, you see, if it was the original Journey into Imagination, then they need to be hung, drawn and quartered. However, it's this current incarnation, which I know is celebrating its 20th anniversary, I think it is.
Wow.
But it ain't as good as the original.
You see, I never saw the original, so I can't base it on anything apart from the fact it's a nice, enjoyable ride.
It is, and it's Figment. You gotta love Figment.
Yeah. So I don't understand why that is so down in the list at 56. And literally, this is going to get some people really annoyed. 54. Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
That's sacrilege.
That is just not allowed.
No.
I know. Just not good enough. And 53, the railroad.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not been running for a few years, but come on.
Well, I know. I must admit, I've kind of forgotten what the railroad is like. I know. There's some that I would have ranked a lot lower than these. 52 is Mickey's PhilharMagic.
Yeah. It's very difficult, really, because I suppose something's got to go at the bottom, hasn't it? But
yeah, but in what world is there that Triceratops spin goes above Carousel of Progress? Hello?
No.
It's an off the peg dinosaur spinner ride.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're saying that is better than Figment? You're saying that is better than the Railroad? You're saying that is better than Carousel of Progress?
Well, they're just wrong, aren't they?
Wrong in every single way, because they're also saying the Magic Carpets of Aladdin is better than Carousel of Progress.
Oh, come on. No, that's just another off-the-shelf ride system, isn't it?
I know. And number 49, It's Tough to Be a Bug. Now, that is fantastic, getting all those kids upset when the bugs come out at the end. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I must admit, I kind of like that one and I hate it because I'm not a very good buggy person. And even though I know it's coming, it just put me off.
I know, but it's inside, it's a bit of fun, it's a bit of humour, and it's really well done.
Oh, it is, definitely.
And this one, seriously, 48, Muppet Vision 3D?
You know what, though, Michelle? As you're reading through and I'm thinking of all the possible attractions there are, is there a point where we'd have about 5 gazillion top 10s because we wouldn't want to put anything below, like, number 10 sort of thing?
Yeah, but again, number 47, Prince Charming Regal Carousel. Hello? The horses don't even go off the circle, they just spin you around. And at least in Muppets 3D, I'm going to laugh and giggle. Fun for the family.
And get air conditioning. So I just thought I'd throw that one in again.
Exactly. And another one that is new to me loving, and definitely would be within my top 25, Turtle Talk with Crush.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cute, funny one.
Yeah. And every time's slightly different because it depends on how the people in the audience interact with the dudes.
React. Absolutely. Yeah.
Then the next one is The Seas with Nemo and Friends.
Okay.
And then after that, Monsters Inc. Again, something else I've got a new passion for, provided I'm not the chosen person, because it's really funny and it's a nice bit of entertainment, it's nice to have that real life person doing the vocab in the background and the voiceover and making you chuckle.
Yeah, and I think you get a combination of a good performer and audience member that's willing to go along, and you get some good results, don't you?
Absolutely. They've put in at 43 Tomorrowland Speedway. That would have been like 58. That would have been so far down the line, it would have been in another building.
Smelly, noisy. What's the point?
I know. It's just like stupid.
I have to drive all the time. Why do I want to drive on vacation? No.
I know. And it's just super freaky weird. The seatbelts are just a joke. I suppose they're to stop people climbing out of the car. But yeah, no, not happy.
No.
42, the Grand Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros.
Oh, I kind of have a soft spot in my heart for that. I know it's nothing particularly amazing, but yeah.
I like it. And then number 41, the Barnstormer.
Oh, that's Rockin' Ride, that is.
It is. And how dare they put Astro Orbiter, another boring spinner, ahead of it?
No. I always like the Barnstormer because I always think little kids going on it scared witless.
39, Living with the Land.
Okay, again, see, I'm surprised that's as high up the chart as it is, because you'd have thought with it being like an edutainment ride, it may have pushed it down the order.
Yeah, and every time you go, the plants have grown a little bit more, so it's a new scenery.
True.
And this one for old traditionalists are going to be spinning and getting really angry.
Oh, go on.
225 audio animatronics, dating back to 1963. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room.
Yes, move on. Better said. I might say something I regret.
Yeah. Well, the next one is Bum. Well, Alien Swirling Saucers.
Oh.
And I do not get this because I've been on this attraction and I've been on Tomatoes Junkyard Spin, and it's meant to be the same ride system. It's not. Tomatoes is much, much more fun. This one is pants and should be all the way down, at least in the 50s, not at 37.
No.
How can you say that is better than the Tiki Room?
You can't, Michelle.
You can't.
We need to redo this list, love.
We do. We seriously do. Journey of the Little Mermaid Under the Sea is number 36.
Okay.
Now, everybody, just calm yourself for number 35.
Right.
Take a deep breath, Jane. I don't even want to say it because how can this person's never been to Walt Disney World. This person, in my opinion, has got no Disney DNA running through their body at all because they don't understand why this is top 10 and not number 35.
Go on.
Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover.
No.
Number
No
35.
Way. No. And it is swore then, and we don't swear on this show, do we? Yes. No.
I have yet to meet a Disney person, a true Disney person, that would put that at 35.
That is a must-do multiple times on your visit ride.
It's just great. You just sit back and you relax and you go through the tunnel and go, woo!
And you can ride it at different times of the day and you get different experiences.
And you can ride it and get a good glimpse at how slow the building Tron.
Yeah, exactly. And you put your feet up and if you talk nice to them, might let you stay on and keep going round and round and round.
I know, and even getting on it is a bit of a gambit because it's a turntable. It's like, woo!
Yeah, coordination and all that.
Yeah. And the person who has written this list has put Dumbo the Flying Elephant above it.
Yeah.
And Winnie Pooh at number 33.
Well, everything's going to be wrong now, isn't it? Because they put that one so far out.
Yeah. I have lost faith in this article completely because how can they put the honey wall plague wall ahead of People Mover?
It's just not cricket, Michelle, is what it is.
And number 32, you've got Cali River Rapids. Well, I suppose it's okay if you like getting wet.
Yeah, it's a good fun ride. It's a water raft ride, isn't it?
It's thrilling, it's exciting, and it definitely beats the pants off Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, yeah.
Number 31, again, now this is me being a little bit germaphobe at the moment, Mad Tea Party. Okay, someone else can do the hard work and spin it around. I don't go on an attraction to get into a sweat, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've not come for a workout, have we? No.
Or a post-ride vomit experience. Number 30 for many people would be a lot higher. For me, it would be a lot lower, all the way down probably at number 57.
Go on.
Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin.
Oh, no, I do like a bit of Buzz Lightyear, but I'm not... Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's coming ahead because I'm trying to think what we've not covered yet and what have you. Yeah.
For me, who doesn't have good eye-hand coordination, I think that's probably why I don't like it because I'm not very good at it.
Oh, I'm not very good at it either, but I get very angry at it. But that's part of the fun, isn't it?
Now, the next one, Jane, there's going to be our beautiful Welsh wonder Tracy Farley spitting feathers when I tell her what this one was.
This is not Spaceship Earth, is it?
Number 29.
Really? Oh.
As I said, this person's never been. Do you know what they've put on it? Everyone should experience this at least once. At least once a day. At least once every hour. But not just at least once.
No, that's kind of... Again, it's going back to an iconic ride. You've got to, a trip to Epcot is not complete unless you go on Spaceship Earth.
Exactly. And educating the plebs in the park and telling them it is not the big golf ball.
Exactly.
Anyway, number 28, we have got Frozen Ever After.
I've not been on it, so I can't really comment.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. It's a nice reimagination of the dark and gloomy Maelstrom, although Maelstrom did have its fans. But it's nice that, the ride system has been updated. You get a little bit frozen. I like the queue where you walk through the sauna. Hello, family. Ooh. I do like it. It's fun. So, yeah. Next one is not for me.
Okay.
Because I find it a bit boring. But number 27, Star Tours, The Adventures Continue.
Oh, I like a bit of Star Tours. I'm quite happy to do a bit of Star Wars. Yeah.
Number 26, another one you've not yet ridden. Navi River Journey.
Now, I haven't, you're correct, but my perception is that everybody that rises, comes off going a bit at it. Sorry, that's not very good English, is it? But yeah.
As I have said before to your beautiful self, it is like going through my local garden centre at Christmas on a push-along trolley, because it's just beautiful. It's nice, but it's not number 26 and better than the railroad or people mover.
No.
Definitely not. Anyway, number 25, Dinosaur. We're getting onto some pretty big hitters now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Number 24, Get Your Sick Bags at the Ready, Mission Space.
Yeah, no thank you. That would be way down mine. I've not ridden it because I don't want to be sick. I don't like the idea of being sick. I don't want to get spun around so that I feel sick, or I might be sick. So therefore, it would be at the bottom of my list. I have no desire to ride that whatsoever.
I did have a way of upgrading it though.
Right.
Put one of my favourite songs in place of the whole spacey type theme. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round. Then it wouldn't be so bad. At least I'd get a bit of Pete Burns singing in my ear roll.
I can appreciate your song choice, Michelle. I'm not sure it'd make the ride any better.
Yeah. Now for traditionalists, number 23, again, shock horror, Jungle Cruise.
Really?
Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, this person isn't a Disney person, is there?
It's the skippers that make this attraction, so maybe the person who wrote the list had a bad skipper. I don't know.
Maybe.
Number 22, Test Track.
Yeah, it's a decent ride. I would have still put Jungle Cruise ahead of Test Track.
I don't know how to tell you what's number 21.
It's going to be a small world, isn't it?
It's a small world.
Well, I could just say, this person does not know what they're talking about. It's official. They should be, yes, taken away and educated. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You pay for us to go on holiday with you, Travel and Leisure magazine, and we will help you out to write a better list.
I think that, you know what I think they've done? I think they've put all the names of rides and attractions in a hat and just pulled them out.
Probably so. You don't know. But, yeah, we don't agree.
No, we don't.
Number 20, Toy Story Mania.
Yeah, I mean, I love Toy Story Mania. It's a good fun ride. We have to wait ages to get on the blooming thing. But, yeah, again, there's certain other rides that have already been mentioned that I would be pushing ahead.
And this was a shock to me. Number 19, brandly newly opened Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
Okay, I mean it's a good little ride, but like you say, with it only just being opened, this kind of feels a little bit manufactured list.
Next one, Soaring Around the World.
Yeah, cool.
Number 17. Now this personally would have been in my top 10.
Okay.
Rock and Roller Coaster.
Now it wouldn't be in mine, obviously, because everybody knows that Jane hasn't ridden it, but I will still have it relatively high up because I know that everybody that I've spoken to who nags me to say go on it, I can't think who that would be, always tells me how great and how amazing it is. So if I could get up the courage to do it, I would do it.
Yeah. Slinky Dog Dash is number 16, which, strangely enough, there was a bit of a discussion on our old podcast family page, and Emily Rawlings said to somebody else, Lucy Burgess, who's literally flying her way over to Florida at the moment, don't even bother going on it. It's not worth it.
Oh. Well, I think to put it ahead of some of the others that you've just mentioned, it's a strange one. It's in that middling ground, I think, because it's still just kind of an outdoor coaster, but with a theme, isn't it? It's nothing particularly astounding, shall we say.
It's enjoyable, Jane. I think if you go on it at night and you time it for fireworks, it's amazing. And it's great because when you're at the high bit, you get to see some really good views. Yeah, it's not as thrilling as Rock and Roller Coaster, but it is still a good attraction and it's enjoyable.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 15, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
So I thought the way this was going, I thought that might have been up higher, with it being a relatively new one and what have you.
True. Number 14, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Okay, again, I thought that might have been up a little bit higher.
And this one, I have no idea. This would be my 58th because I've been on it and it was pants.
Okay, enlighten.
Well, it's an attraction where you go on it and all you basically do is every now and again press a button.
Okay.
Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run.
Yeah, we see if you're going to put Star Tours where they did, then that kind of needs to be that down that same sort of area, doesn't it?
I'd ride
Really.
Star Tours more than I'd ride Millennium Falcon.
Well, obviously, I've not had the privilege, the honour, or disappointment, depending, on riding Millennium Falcon, and I think to see the actual ship must be, take your breath away type of thing. I can appreciate that, and
True.
me inside of it with the chest table and everything looks amazing for Star Wars geeky nerds like Simon and I are. Then yeah, I can understand it. But we said all along it just looks like a kind of a glorified Star Tours, and I don't know, Michelle. The thought of having to be bothered with pressing buttons, I don't really want to be doing that in a ride because I can play a video game at home if I want to, and I don't. I want to be able to be immersed in the ride, not immersed, but you've got to work at it, if that makes sense.
No, totally agree. Totally agree. Number 12, now, on reflection, I would have put the one at number 12 possibly at my first choice.
Okay.
And that might surprise a few people. But it's because of its uniqueness, its ability to see the amazing savannah animals, and that's Kilimanjaro Safari.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm surprised you. I mean, yeah, I enjoy it. I wouldn't be putting it mega high up, but
Well, you see, every time the scenery is going to be different, so it's got re-rideability. And I love seeing the animals that up close.
yeah, so it's a lovely opportunity to be had.
It's one of those attractions where if one of the animals comes too close to you on the road, it's like, great! Yeah, I can get some really good pictures of the giraffes and it's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. No, I completely get you there, Michelle. Absolutely.
Number 11, Peter Pan's Flight.
Now you see, they've put a classic quite high up there, yet they've left other classics way behind.
I know. Just stunned. Number 10, Splash Mountain.
Okay.
Number 9, Space Mountain.
Oh, it's going to be a theme here, isn't there? Yeah.
Number 8, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Now, I would have probably put the Walt Disney World version a lot, more about 25, 26.
Yeah, with it not being the original and yeah.
Yeah. Number 7, Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
Oh, you see, it's a difficult one for me to gauge because we're not riding it, but I know you love it.
That probably would come in at my number 2.
Okay.
Number 6, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Mhm.
Number 5, Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
Number 4, Expedition Everest, which I would agree with because I love that attraction.
I have ridden it. I don't think I want to ride it again. I might do, you never know.
Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Well, neither of us have ridden that one.
How can that be number 3 when it's only just been released to annual pass holders and the press? Sorry. Making me very disingenuous with this list now.
Yeah. Number 2, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance.
Okay, would you place it that high then, Michelle?
I've not ridden this.
You've not ridden it either, no.
I don't know. From what people are telling me, it is absolutely mind-blowingly original, fantastic, re-rideability, but I've not done it yet. Number 1, and I possibly, this would have been maybe top 15,
Okay.
Avatar Flight of Passage.
Again, you see, I can't comment because I have never ridden it. And, I might be speaking out of turn, but I'm not an Avatar fan at all. I have no desire to see it again, and I've got no desire to go and see the sequel that's coming out because it looks like a glorified video game. But don't start me off on that.
So some of our listeners of Gordon Naninga has said, worst is Autopia, best is Mine Train. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been more inclined to agree with that, yeah.
We've had all sorts of views and pretty much everybody has kind of agreed that this list isn't very good.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's the likes of Autopia and Mission Space would be down the very bottom end. And then I suppose I'm going to err towards my classics because I like my classic rides. So, I would be thinking about It's a Small World and I would be thinking about Big Thunder Mountain and Haunted Mansion and, a few of those types of rides. So it'd be difficult, I must admit, trying to pull out exactly what would be number 1 and what wouldn't. But I'm not very impressed with this person's choices to pick brand new attractions that only a select few have actually ridden over long established, well-loved Disney iconic ones is very peculiar.
And the final comment on this goes to Stephen Klemowsko. He says, the best ride is the Stevie forces Michelle to get as many attractions done in a timely manner ride. Because in Stephen's viewpoint, unless you've done 27 attractions in 2 days, you're not doing it right.
Good on you, Stephen.
And then he says the worst ride is Michelle sucks time away by gravitating towards a gift shop to slowly meander and browse the shop.
I did read that and I did have a little chuckle. In fact, I had quite a big chuckle, actually, if I'm going to be truthful.
Yeah. I'll get you, Stephen, next time I see you.
But we like a good meander though, Michelle, don't we?
Yeah. You could quite easily go into a Disney theme park and spend all day in the shops and just looking around and absorbing the environment, the atmosphere.
Absolutely.
And possibly adding in a quick ride on the People Mover, which should be in the top 5.
It should. Definitely should be.
We will be interested to see what you guys think of this top 58 list. What do you think? What's your number 1? What's your number worst? And where did they go wrong in between? Anyway, lovelies, thank you so much for listening to this week's podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it. We will be back next week. Don't forget to catch us on Instagram and Twitter at DisDreamGirls. Our website is DisneyDreamGirls.com. And please, please, please keep sharing the show. We're nearly at, can you believe this, Jane? 500,000 listens. I'm just stunned by that figure.
Oh my goodness, that's an amazing figure.
It is absolutely fantastic. So just awestruck that many people want to listen to us waffle on about Disney.
A couple of British girls having a bit of a chat, eh?
Absolutely. Anyway, lovelies, until next time, it's a goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.